This is a book review of Genius Isolated, The Life and Art of Alex Toth, one of the greatest artists I think ever. So, obviously comic book artist, but also generally, I think he's a really good artist. Dean Mullaney and also Bruce Campbell. And this book is quite hefty, it's quite a hefty tome, and it came out from IDW in 2011. It's part of a 3-part series, and there's an advert for the other 2 books in the back. So just going to go through this. Now, just going to flick through a few of the pages. So there's some of the pages there. It's a nice quality book. It's actually a very good quality book. So you've got lots and lots of great examples of his artwork all the way through. Some original illustrated pages there, inked pages. So you can see there. And there's another page there. So the book itself, well, the book is approximately about 325 odd pages. It's got a lovely index at the back. Sadly, the index just says to be continued in the next volume, which is always a pity. So you've got to go all the way through to 1962 and then suddenly it stops, which is a pity. However, there's the other volumes that are advertised there. You can see the Genius series, Genius Illustrated, as well as Genius Animated. That was volume 3. So you've got bibliography, but I'm just going to go through the book itself. And it's really nice quality paper, very decent quality paper. And it's quite a size. You can see what size there, my arm. So you can see it's a good book there. So what does it do? Well, it goes through, obviously, it's got an introduction, preface, then you've got introduction, and you've got use. It's a biography of Alex Toth, so you've got a lot of information about Alex Toth, and then lots and lots of the great examples of artwork all the way through the Blue Book. Now, some of these I'm quite certain Alex Toth was not involved in. This one's 1926. I don't think Alex Toth was producing artwork there. However, obviously sets a context for his artwork. So you've got quite a few examples of really lovely pages, and there's lots and lots of single page designs here. You've got here Jim Wakely, I should say. Green Lantern, brilliant Green Lantern. Did quite a bit of work on Green Lantern. Of course, a lot of these comics are very hard to find because DC have never, not really, they might 1 or 2 issues at most, but there hasn't been a consistent golden age set of archives of those issues. So, which is a pity. Likewise, the Westerns as well. Lots of these Western stories, you can find them, of course, on eBay. So you've got some great covers there. Danger Trail. Again, some of these issues are fairly obscure. There's not exactly collections of Danger Trail or anything like that. Big Town is another issue that you probably would struggle to find copies of. Strange Adventures, well, that's more likely to be found. And you've got this work he did for Standard Comics, Standard Publishing. And you've got some just really beautiful examples there. I Fooled My Heart. So you've got the whole story there. So there's the panel, front page there, and you've got a lovely story. And then you've got another story. This one is Alice in Terra Land. So you've got some complete stories in this. There's quite a few just single page, but it does include some. I love the way you use it, the blacks. Just really, really sort of shadow is just used all the way through this to very powerful effect, I always think. And you've got some lovely ones. He did a lot. There was a really good one, Set in the Standard. There's a volume. It's quite expensive now. I think I've seen copies that go for quite a lot. Murder Mansion. So there's a lot of stories. There's good 6-10 stories in here complete. That's a great story as well. So there's a story, which one was it called? The Phantom Ship. The Phantom Ship. And that's obviously the original artwork there. Images of Sand. That's a great story there. Crime Punishment. So lots of crime, lots of thrillers, romance, etc. And then going on to John Fury. So you've got some lovely examples on purple paper. Very odd. Purple paper. John Fury in Japan. John Fury in Japan. So you've got the strip work there. Quite a few pages of John Fury. So if you like John Fury, you're in for a treat with all these lovely pages here. John Fury, still more John Fury. Then More Than a Wife, We Are Family, so it goes on to some more information about him. And then you've got some Zorro as well. Sunset Strip. Now, I've got a volume of Sunset Strip that was a UK one, and really love those stories. The Sunset Strip, of course, the TV series. And then you've got some lovely, nice coloured illustrations at the back. Obviously, that were included in, I would assume, like annuals, the sort of thing that will be in the UK annuals. Now, I'll just open the book so you can see how it holds. It's there's there. Just turn that around so you can see the book there, and there's obviously a spine there. So overall, I just love this book. Now, I haven't got, unfortunately, the 2 other volumes. I wish I had collected them. I haven't. But I have got this one. And this, I love all this artwork in this. I mean, some brilliant, brilliant stories. And it's just a pity that there's not massive collected volumes of Alex Toth's work, but you can't have everything. So you've got these sort of books that are really, really good to see all the works he's done. So, Genius, Isolated, The Life and Art of Alex Toth. Totally recommended.